What up, your Timmy here? Since it is across the month of October, lots of really interesting films to look forward to. So, here are my official top 10 anticipated movies coming out in the month of October. Alright, coming in at number 10 is, of course, a horror film and a horror relaunch, if you will, and that is, of course, the new Hellraiser. Now, this is pretty much like a new take on the classic Clive Barker story. We got Jamie Clayton, who plays like a female Hellraiser here, which I think, or female Pinhead, I should say, which is terrific there too. Now, I was actually interested in this at first, but then, of course, the reviews and the trailer that got released, the reviews came out. I'm actually even more pumped for this. It looks really intriguing. Looks even more terrifying than the original. Like early reviews are saying that it's even better than the original, so we'll see how it shapes up. But yeah, I'm definitely excited for this new Hellraiser film. It does look really intriguing, and hopefully it'll live up to the potential. All right, coming in at number 9 is a new Netflix true crime film called The Good Nurse. Now, of course, Netflix has done really great with the true crime stories. Obviously, we just saw that. Obviously, they just released that Jeffrey Dahmer series, which I thought was really cool. And so, of course, we do got The Good Nurse, which stars Eddie Redmayne, Jessica Chastain. Now, if you guys don't know much about the story here, you got Eddie Redmayne, who plays this nurse who was accused of killing his patients at the time, and Jessica Chastain plays the fellow nurse who tries to who tries to bring him justice and all. This is a really like crazy story here. It looks intriguing though. Eddie Redmayne looks really creepy in this. Chastain looks great. Hopefully, it'll be decent. All right, number 8. I'm gonna go with Triangle Sadness. Now, this movie stars with Woody Harrelson, Harris Dixon, and it's directed by Ruben Olsen. Now, this now looks of it looks really intriguing. I mean, I wasn't like too like excited for this thing at first, but then of course the trailer got released not so long ago, and the trailer for this movie looks intriguing. Of course, Woody Harrison looks really cool here. The majority of the film does take place on pretty much a boat. Actually, what the synopsis is. Now, if you guys don't know much about the story here, the film follows a fashion model celebrity couple who are invited to join a luxury cruise for the ultra rich. When things This was the last film that actress Charlie Dean was in before passing on this year. So I'm definitely gonna check it out. Show on her, but this does look really intriguing. Looks really sickening as well. So, I mean, I don't know what really to say about this, but it does look like a really interesting film. All right, number 7, of course, I got Terrifier 2, which is of course the follow to 2015 or 16. I can't remember when the original came out. Um, the horror film Terrifier. Now, the trailer for this thing looks really cool. I mean, as usual, I've been hearing some really positive buzz about this. I'm hoping it's great because I love that first Terrifier movie. So hopefully the sequel will live up to the potential of the first film. And I mean, Art the Clown, by the way, Pennywise obviously is one of the most popular clowns right now, but Art is definitely up there too because Art the Clown is probably even more violent than Pennywise is. All right, number 6, I'm of course going to go with Parfait, the School for Good and Evil. Now, this movie does star like the likes of Charlize Theron. You got Kerry Washington is also in this. I'm gonna put that there. And if you guys don't know much about the story here, it's where like the the girl one of the characters who ends up who pretty much belongs in the School for Good goes to ends up being enrolled in the School for Evil, but the one person who was supposed to go to the School for good ends up going for the evil one. So it's pretty much like an interesting turnaround here. You do got like offsprings of classic iconic fairy tale films too, so there's that as well. So maybe like Descendants, but with villain character, like with other villain characters here, that But it does look really intriguing here. Kerry Washington looks great. Charlize Theron. You got Ben Kingsley. It is based on a YA book. I mean, this could easily become Netflix's Harry Potter. Like, I am getting a bit of a Harry Potter feel to this, so hopefully it'll be decent. All right, number five, I'm of course gonna go with Black Adam. Now, I will probably normally a DC movie with Dwayne Johnson, I would have added up a little bit higher, but to be honest, my top four, I'm actually more excited for this. To be honest, with you. I mean, Black Adam, they've been like, this has literally been a movie that was in the pipeline. Literally, feels like since I was feels like since I was in high school, this movie was first announced. And the trailers have looked decent, but I don't know. I'm not really like too excited for it as I should be. This starring Dwayne Johnson, but I am hoping for some good stuff, and I'm hoping it does well. So that way it could continue having DC and Warner Bros. Actually not act stuff. So hopefully, if this movie does well, hopefully we won't hear the news about Beale Gang acts or anything. But we shall see. I am still hoping for some good stuff out from this. I mean, it is John Collet, so I have some high hopes from him as well. So hopefully this will be good, and hopefully we'll have Superman popping up in this because there's still rumors about Henry Cavill appearing, but we shall see. All right, number four, I'm gonna go with the film Till. Now, this is of course about Sally Emmett Till, who sadly passed away in the 50s, and this looks really heartbreaking. I mean, yeah, it's probably gonna be those movies that you could probably just watch just once and maybe not again because the story surrounding this is really gonna be very touching to watch. But it does look really intriguing. Daniel Delwell is actually getting some early reviews, like some early Oscar buzz for this, so there's that too. You got Whoopi Goldberg's also in this. The kid playing Amatil looks really cool. So I'm definitely looking forward to check out this film. I mean, looks like it's gonna be really intense to check out. So hopefully it'll be decent though. All right, number three, I'm gonna go with When Done Wild. Now, this is of course from the same from director Henry Selick, who gave us A Nightmare Before Christmas. James John Peach. This does feature the voices of King Mike Key and Jordan Peele, and the trailer for this looks really intriguing as well. Definitely is a stop motion animation feel, which I glad we're getting more stop motion animation coming back. You also got Angela Bassett's also in this. James Hong. The stop motion animation aspects looks cool. I mean, I'm definitely excited to check this one out when it premieres. And it's literally been since like 2009 since Coraline. So glad to see Henry Selick make a comeback here. All right, number two, of course, I'm going to go with Amsterdam. I mean, I've been hearing not so great stuff about it, but I'm still, going to give it back for that because, it is directed by David Russell. You got Christian Bale, you got Margot Robbie, John David Washington, Mike Myers, Chris Rock. I mean, I'm hoping for some good stuff to come out from this, and I do quite like David Russell's work, despite what people might think about him as a person in general. But I do quite like his films, and this week I'm going to be doing my reviews for David Russell films, so keep your eye out for that. But yeah, this does look. The trailer still looks really decent, so I'll still give it a watch. I'm just a little cautious now, but hopefully I'm wrong here. All right, my number one anticipated film of October, obviously, is Spooky Mama's month. So it is, of course, the month of October. So obviously, my number one anticipated film coming out is Halloween Ends. I mean, the Halloween Kills. I actually really enjoy that movie more than I did, but I'm definitely looking forward to see how they're gonna wrap things up. Uh, the trailer for this thing, I'm still hating that they're showing a little too much. But that alone, I'm still excited for this. I mean, heck, next Friday, believe it or not, I'm actually planning to watch a Regal re-release of like a Regal screening of the original Halloween. So yeah, I'm actually gonna really watch John Carpenter's Halloween movie for the first time in there. So that should be interesting. But yeah, I'm definitely excited for Halloween as the trailers for this thing has looked super cool. Mike Myers is obviously one of the most iconic horror villains of all time. So I'm really curious to see how things are going to wrap up. But let's be real. Just like Jurassic Park, just because they're saying this is the final summit, we'll probably see Mike Myers again in the future. But we shall see. All right. But that's pretty much it. Let me do the quick rundown. 10 Hellraiser, 9 The Good Nurse, 8 Triangle Sadness, 7 Terrifier 2, 6. The School for Good and Evil, 5. Black Adam, 4. Till, 3. When the Wild, 2. Amsterdam, and number 1 is of course Halloween Ends. Now there's a few other movies I probably could have added as well. Let me pull up some other films. Now I would have added a Werewolf by Night, but that's more of a special, not really a feature, so I'm not really going to be adding that one. All right. There is also Mr. Harrington's phone, Lila Crocodile, which actually don't look bad though, but I'm not too excited for it. Tar, which of course is Todd Field's new film for over like literally for over 2 decades. And I see Todd Field's back. Um, Luckiest Girl Alive, which I'm actually seeing this week with Mila Kunis. That looks interesting. Grim Cuddy looks creepy. Bring It On here. The Bring It On horror film is coming. Boy, lots of cool horror films to look forward to. Old Man with Stephen Lang looks cool. This is Park uh, Park Chalk Wan's film Decision to Love, Decision to Leave, All Quiet on the Western Front, The Curse of Bridge Hollow, Rosaline, The Stranger, VHS 99, Ticket to Paradise. Hopefully that's better than the trailers. Slashback, Raymond Array with Ewan McGregor and Ethan Hawke. That looks intriguing. Definitely not Pray for the Devil. That actually looks terrible. Armageddon Time, I'm excited for it. Court Jane, Stars at Noon. I mean, yeah, you got some really cool stuff to look forward to in the month of October. But hopefully, they won't disappoint us. But let me leave you guys. What films are you excited for to check out in the month of October? Are you excited for Halloween Ends? Are you excited for Black Adam? Terrified 2, etc. Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Siri signing on.